There we go. Thanks.
Not really.
It's a hobby that has gotten way out of control.
Yeah. I have a
Happy early Friday afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Ford Ice Center out in Bellevue, southwest corner of Nashville. Game one of the Can-Am Challenge Cup. It's your Eagles up against the Anaheim Junior Ducks, loading and fresh in Southern California. Starting just a few minutes late, game one of the bracket ran a little bit behind as the Carolina Junior Canes defeated the Arvada Bears. Final score 4-1. Again, it was fairly lopsided, but third period took just absolutely forever. So they'll run about 15 minutes behind here on the Terry Crisp rink, but we'll get this one underway here shortly. The Eagles will be in their road blues, even though they are the home team in the tilt. So for the tournament, dark color home and light color away. The Ducks in their road whites. First of 3 games for the Eagles here in the tournament. Only game of the day for either squad. Only 14U division in the Can-Am here in Nashville. So 4 divisions there in the Broadway division, top division of the tournament. So just the Eagles, the Ducks, the Junior Canes, and the Arvada Bears in the division. All teams play 1 game here today, and then they'll play 2 tomorrow. The Eagles will next face the squad from Colorado at 2:30 p.m. across the way in their junior rink here behind us on the other side of the lobby. And then tomorrow evening at 7:45, puck drop against the Carolina Junior Canes right back here in the Terry Crisp Arena. After that, we'll go to either the gold medal game or the bronze game. Gold game at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. Bronze game will be at 12:20. Both of those games right here. So the gold game will go first, then the bronze game after that. Hoping to get done here by about 12:30 tomorrow afternoon and come home with some hardware. Everything goes to plan. 12-minute periods here in Can-Am, and I'll have to check in on the guidelines as far as overtimes, ties, things of that nature here. Not a ton on the website, so we'll have to do some digging on that or play it by ear. Hopefully we won't get to that point. See if the Eagles can come in here and take care of business against the Ducks here on a Friday afternoon. Thanks for wherever you're joining us, whether you're at home or at work. It's afternoon, time to grab yourself a drink and slack off just a tad and watch some hockey here. Hopefully the Eagles give you something to share about. Ducks will come out with their starting lineup. Number 37, Tamura Magazov, up with Jackson Tran on the front line, with Roland Ibanez at center. Maddox Bonovitz and Ethan Burr on defense. Your Eagles come out. Drew Kristalovic, Jack Stevie, and Kipton Figure up front. Lane Presser and Blake Beckerly on the backside with Howie Clay and Nutt. Draw goes to the Eagles, but deep in their zone to get it out. Kristalovic, the head bumped off, gets out to center. Now Stevie able to tap it in, and now go to the length, he'll chase it down. Backhands it near his side. Looking for some help. Kristalovic wins the race to the corner, gets a tip on the puck, and drops it back for Beckerly. Blake back towards the line all kinds of time. Tried to tip it ahead as Kristalovic goes down from behind his front, tipped in front by Fager. Kristalovic puts it on the wide. Ducks have it. Trying to clear it out of the zone. They turn it over in the circle. Kristalovic there on his backhand. Gives it up to Fager. Shot. And a save made by Leo Trainer. So a couple early shots there for the Eagles. One of them on net. 11:18 to go. Switch it up left side and keep the pressure on. Carlson to the dot with Maddox. Reese Maddox and Jack Callison out. John Schmidt and Gavin Welch backside, but they get it into the zone. That one intercepted in front by Schmidt. As he came up the 2-on-1, now the Eagles looking to move it out. Carlson left side, puts it around, gets in. Now Eagles have a 2-on-1. Carlson tried to give it to Reese. That one tipped in front by guy Parker Smith. Goes wide. Now in front again. Callison puts it on. That one goes wide. Back to the point. It'll trickle out of the zone. Schmidt backing up to center. Comes out. They reset. Carlson brings it back in. Top of the zone. Lee trips him up. And we're going to get a penalty here on Anaheim. And the early power play goes to the Eagles. As they'll send Caleb Lee to the box for tripping at 10:36 here in the first period. 1 minute penalties too, so very short power plays. Power play unit for Salovich figured Welch, Seavey, and Schmidt out there. They get it back to Atlas. His first ice touch today. He'll skate the line. Drops it back for Welch. Gets it to Gavin in the circle. Thrown on. Deflected pad save made by Trainer. Now from the other side, that shot high over the net off the glass wall near side. Tips it back down low as he takes the hit from Sweeten. Salovich tried to put it on. Hits the stick of Bonovitz, and they're able to clear it away. Play comes out of Schmidt. Blows a tire at the blue line. Howie will cover it up. Stop play. 10:06 to go. Still 29 seconds to go. Excuse me, 31 seconds to go on the power play for the Eagles. I'll count that as a shot on that. Let's see if we can zoom in here just a tad. Carlson, Bilger, Callison, McKay, and John Schmidt out for the second half of the power play. Win the draw, but now taken away by Ibanez in the corner. Carlson and Schmidt there trying to fight it away. Now John, a good job getting away. They can move it up to Carlson. He loses it. The skates can't get it out. Ibanez able to throw it back in for Anaheim. Play behind his own net, plays it, leaves it for Bilger, who's the far side for Schmidt. Up for McKay, loses it in his skates. Has to find it off the boards for Carlson. Tips it out of the zone, and the penalty over to Lee. So one shot on the power play for the Eagles, but they bring it in on the rush. Nothing moving in front. Schmidt far side to get wrapped around. He gets dumped in front of the bench. In front for Callison, couldn't quite get there. Now still loose in front in the slot. Swatted away by the Ducks. So Bilger will step up. Top of the zone, dump it back in. Carlson looking to center, nobody there. A little trickle through everyone out of the zone. Bilger's got to back up. Instead, Schmidt will take it. Oh, turns it over. Oh, and then takes out Tran. Top of the zone. Anaheim fans wanted interference, but they're not going to get it. 9:07. And we'll get another face-off in the Eagles zone. They resume. The Ducks win the draw from the point, shot in, knocked down in front by Foster. Gets it up to Welch. He'll tip it ahead behind Sweetman in the defense. Oh, I think the shot of the fan rolled off the heel of the stick. Foster beats it behind the net. Now this one off the side of the net. Come over for Caden Kane. Back to Schmidt. Alex shot on, deflected down by Foster, and somehow able to keep it out. Welch on the back end. Can't pull the trigger. Takes it down low. Puts it out in front. Trickles through the slot. No one there. Now turned over top of the zone. Kane steps up, keeps it in as it touches the blue line. Bonovitz picks it up for Anaheim. Down low, they're trying to clear it away. Now they put it off the stick of Caleb Lee. This little length should be icing, and it is. Another face-off coming. We'll get the fourth line out for the Eagles. They've already had a power play on this early here in the first, and it kind of jumbled things up. It started all over. They'll put out Wittenberg, McKay, and O'Brien up front. L to the dot. Oh, wins it back for Presser. Puts it on, doesn't get through. That was knocked down. Beckerly steps up, tries to put it through Sweetman. He knocks it down, but comes back, and now it's cleared away past Beckerly. Icing again. And we'll do it again from the near side. You hear the sound go in and out. I'm fighting off a cold. No one's going to hear me hack. It sounds like a TV word on the feed, so instead you'll just hear some silence every now and then. blame Elliott. He's the one that got me sick. Back to the dot he goes. Wins it again for O'Brien. It goes off his skate. Now Sweetman will pick it up and bring it out of the zone. For Anaheim. Pushed off by Beckerly. He'll chase it down low. Some big boys on the Anaheim squad, but they don't move super well. Now Whitmer able to intercept that pass. Tried to dump it for O'Brien. Now gets it back. Clears it out of the zone. McKay comes in. Wanted to beat his bird. Bond is hot on his trail. He pulls up. Gets it back to Beckerly as he takes the hit in the corner. Cross ice for Presser. Shot on that one wide. Comes right back to Wittenberg. Shot on that one. A pad save by Trainer. Gets it back for Presser. Dumps it for Wittenberg. Top of the circle. Puts it around on the backhand. Flips it ahead for McKay, but the bouncing puck ricochets back to Beckerly. He tried to put it down low. The Banya is there to kick it out of the zone. Cross center ice, and then it comes. McKay able to tip it away. Presser will pick it up and give it over to Beckerly near the side of the Anaheim. Needs the change. They're trying to catch it. Pass intended for Wittenberg's too far. Sweet Smith puts it back, and now that one dumped down low by Maggie. Circle, Fager able to intercept. Gets it to Wittenberg, trying to move it out. It clears. No icing now. Picked up by Fager. He'll bring it in as the Eagles complete their chance. Kipped it. Shot on. Pad save. Ricochet comes right back out. No one there. Oh, Stevie races to it. Holds it down on the blue line to keep it alive. The perfect rebound for Anaheim. Almost came all the way out of the zone. Schmidt from the point. Puts it back down low. Took the head by Fager, but Donovitz there, trying to clear it out far side. Now Kristalovich dumps Tran in front of his own bench, not before he can get up to Magazine. Brings it in, top of the circle, shot on, save made by Clay. Far side, picked up by John Schmidt. He'll bring it out off the board, trying to get it to center. Rebel pushes it ahead, but Kristalovich there to bump him away from that. Eagles take control again. Bilger up for Stevie. Jack brings it in, now loses it. Lee picks his pocket. Jack able to get it back, but they clear it away back to center. Bilge cross ice off the stick of Kipling Fager into the zone. Bonovitz will pick it up, skate behind his own net. Gets it to Lee, turns it back in front for Rebel. Now Stevie lifts the stick, avoids the hook. Able to interrupt the play enough for Bilger to pick it up and throw it back into the zone. No icing as it calls. It goes off Bird's stick. Kristalovich will chase him to the corner. They dump it around far side. Eagles make the change. Callison and can't keep it in the zone. Now they clear it away past the outstretched stick of Nolan Matthews. And it'll be icing on the Ducks with 5:50 to go in the first period here. Eagles out shooting the Ducks 5-3, but still no score. Midway through the first period. Carlson for the face-off. Bonyas wins it. They try to clear. Matthews able to kick it in, back down low. Squirts through bodies. Carlson picks it up, gives it up to Maddock. Near side, shot on, pad save. It kind of got between Reese's feet. Ducks get it up to Sweetman, brings it in across center into the zone. Schmidt knocks it away, but they can't clear it. Burrow able to hold it in, throws it back down low again. Carlson wins the race to it, fans a couple times, now gets it back, gets it to Maddock. Reese has that one peeled away by Trans. Schmidt will back up down low, now try it again. Gets it back to Reese, got a little more space to work with, and Reese will bring it out, throws it across center for Carlson. Carlson trying to move around, some bodies in front, and they're able to steal away and throw it back in. Abanez will dump it as Anaheim changes. Matthews, far side, makes a nice little move on McBain to escape some trouble, gets it to Mason Carlson as he brings it out of the zone. Turns it on, brings it in, leaves it from Maddock as he gets peeled off by White. Reese dumps it back for Beckerly, thrown ahead again. That one off of Maddock's stick and turns it over to the Ducks. They'll bring it back out. Near side off Magazov's stick. Beckerly there to clean it up. Now loses it in his skates, tried to tip it ahead. Able to get it back, but turns it right back over to McBain. Fossick there to help out. He ends up taking the puck, brings it out of the zone off the backhand. Been a little sloppy. The Eagles have gotten away with more, and this one comes in offside. Welsh couldn't quite tag up before Fossick brings it in. Fossick at the dot. They get tied up. Anaheim comes away with it. Rebel flips it past Presser. Green lane. Skates back. Puts it down low. Now has to reach back for it. Flips it off of Sweetman. Ducks get it back. Put Parker Smith. That's White. Throws it in and a save made there. by Howie Clay. Ducks play out of the rinks in Great Park Ice and Anaheim Ice out in Southern California, members of the California Amateur Hockey Association. This Taylor Love squad currently sitting in 6th place with a 7-4-1 record. As they battle the Eagles, who are currently also tied for 6th place. O'Brien puts one on now in front, shot and score! McKay will get it. It was for the effort from O'Brien. He put the shot on, got the rebound, trickled it to the empty side of the net. Jackson McKay picks up the rebound and puts it in to give the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Ducks win this one, bring it in, try to center it up, and Bilger there to knock it out of the way. Bilge lost his stick and ends up helping out. It knocks the puck free, and now tipped out of the zone by Wittenberg. He's got one to beat. That's Burr. Banya's hot on him from the circle, took a shot, and I think Burr got a piece of that. He goes wide. Now Bilger from the point throws it in. That one deflected by Burr up high into the corner. Far side along with McKay. Fighting there for the puck, comes out to O'Brien, top of the circle, shot on. Ooh, that one off the stick and wide. Still loose down low. O'Brien gets it, kicks it back to Bilger near side. He'll dump it back down low once more. Wittenberg against Smith as he and McKay play him to the corner. Puck squirts loose and comes out for the Ducks. They'll tip it ahead and in. Tran turns it over. Bilger will pick it up far side. Dumps it for McKay. Off the boards, trying to move it up and out. Now get some help from Wittenberg and Schmidt. Schmidt comes out with it. John behind his own net. Moves it up for O'Brien. The pass behind him and right on the Tossonian's stick. Tossonian. Now Wittenberg takes down Lee at the blue line. Good neutral zone, no call. Get it back. Get it up to Stevie. Fresh on the ice. Jack takes a shot. That one deflects off of Bonovitz's stick. Looked like it might have gone out, but they let it play. 2:19 to go in the first period. Eagles with a 1-0 lead on Jackson McKay's first of the tournament. Head by Fager and then Kristalovich. We'll fight the far side off the board. Matthews holds it in at the blue line, throws it in front. Oh, try to get it to Stevie. Does on the back door, but it goes between his legs and back for Schmidt. He'll dump it back down low. Fager far side gets tied up. Kristalovich there trying to dump it back. Runs into a big stick of Tossonian. They can't clear it. Matthews holds it in once, but not twice. They'll call this one offside in front of the Ducks bench. By the Eagles. Callison loses it, and Maddox tried to put it in. He runs into Abanez. Now takes him to the corner. With Tobin all tied up there. Callison breaks it free for Schmidt. Cross eyes. Oh, Matthews swings and misses from the top of the blue. Loses it in the middle, and now here come the Ducks. Tobin puts it far side. Abanez throws it into the zone. It comes in onside, and we're coming down on a minute to play here in the first period. Maddox able to tip it out of his zone. White there, picks it up, digs it back. Off Callison, skate stays in, but goes too far for Reese, can't keep it. Now Schmidt battles near side in the neutral zone, trying to put it back in. Gets some help from Callie and Carlson. Squirts free center of the ice. Matthews will throw it in, go for his change as he and Alex both go. Beckerly and Presser back on as Callison holds it in down low. Centers it up. Carlson can come over to help out. No one in the middle, and the Ducks will flip this down the ice. It'll squirt just past the net. 40.5 to go in the first, and an icing call on Anaheim. Apologies for that strobe effect. It does not like the lights in this rink, and I remember now we had a couple in here early in the spring, and it did the same thing. Try to do a little research, try to figure that out. before tomorrow night's game, so we can kind of minimize that between the net and the lights in here. Doesn't like it very much. Eagles still controlling the zone. Nice move there from Gavin Welch. Still has it, feeds it in front. No, almost put it off of guy Parker Smith. The trainer was there to make the save. We'll cover it with 21 to go. Fosdick, Kane, and Welch still on up front. Becker pressure on as well for the last 21 seconds of the period here as Anaheim wins it. Tried to flip it out, but held in by Kane. Now they're going to have this one up down with a high stick. They'll bring it all the way down to the other end of the ice, and offensive zone face-off here with 16 seconds to go in the first for Anaheim. Let's see if they can't even it up. The Eagles can win the draw and knock it out of the zone. By Fawcett, Becker trying to get around the presser. He's put in from behind by Magazov. Everybody wanted something from behind. Now it's shot in all. Welch gives up the body. He takes a rocket from Horovitz on the backside. Throws it in, broken up by Fawcett, and that'll do it for the first period. Give them a minute break between. We'll go to the second. Eagles up 1-0 on McKay's goal at 3:47. Kind of switches ends as do the rest of the boys in blue. They'll put out Schmidt and Kane on defense to start the second. Bilge, Welch, and Fossey up front to begin period number 2 here. Eagles now shooting the Ducks 9-4, lead 1-0. Banez to the dot with Tran. And Magazov up front for the Ducks as they win the draw. And Magazov backhands it into the zone. Bilger there with it. It's to Schmidt. Tried to get it to Welch. That one through his leg. Magazov put the shot. Excuse me, that was Bonavas puts the shot on the block. Now flipped high and out of play by Ethan Byrne. Will get a face off. Down low. It's 20 seconds in. Eagles will put Wittenberg, O'Brien, and McKay out up front. Well, to the dot against Ibanez, and now they reset. Eagles win the draw. He's it back for Bilger. Goes around near side, intended for McKay. Has to come back and get it. Pushed there by Bonavas. Now turns it over, in front, and the shot goes just wide on the side of the net. Come out with a little more pep here in the second. Down a goal in front, Magazov, and now shot on by Ibanez, and Clay able to stuff both of those away. Almost a disaster there as the Ducks trying to even this one up here early in the first. Kristalovich now as they switch it up once more. Wins it back for Schmidt, wrapped around for Fager. Can't get it out. White holds it in, now turned over. Kristalovich able to touch it. Comes just sneaks out of the zone. And Fager moves it ahead through traffic, still has it in the zone. Rebel falls down, trying to get a ball, centered up for Stevie. Too much muster, and Jack never saw it. Far side cleared away by the Ducks. And now the icing on Anaheim. By the Eagles, shot on by Schmidt, and another save made. One again, Schmidt shot on that one, doesn't get through. Smith knocks it down, and once again covered up by Trainer. Face off one by the Ducks. Try to get it out. Rebel off his stick, misplays it. Matthews there to put it back in. Fager. Try to put it on, knocked down. Not Kristalovich able to get it back to Schmidt. Throws it in. Far side save made by Trainer. Comes over to the near side. Rebel puts a stick on it. Stevie gets a piece as well. They get it to White. Flips it around past Schmidt. They're going to say he touched it. No icing. Matthews not happy. Taps the stick. Beats Rebel to it. Schmidt gets there as well. They turn it over, put it in front, no one there, but Nolan Matthews able to clear it out. Now he'll bring it out of the zone. Try to hook him up and hold him, and they fought through it. Now for Stevie, tried to drop it back. That one intercepted by Burr. He'll flip it out to center. Beckler there, tips off at his stick. Drifts all the way back. Now gets it out. Ibanez peels that one off at center. Down low, picked up there by Matthews. Flips it around near side. He was able to bring it back out. Flip back in, but that's going to be offsides.
Let's go.
On Anaheim. Carlson on the draw near his side, knocks it back for Pruster, but Payne able to get back there, get a piece of it, keep it in for Anaheim. Pinned in the corner, Lee out with it, looking for Payne in front. Pruster makes it come back to it. Now flipped on by Sweetman, a little no-look shot, goes right on to the stick of Clay, able to get it over to Carlson. He brings it into the zone far side. Weaves in and out through traffic. Oh, couldn't quite put the last shot on as Bonnevitt's able to get in the way. Around far side. Beverly holds it in on the point, trying to get it back down from Maddox. Now this one flipped up and out of the zone by Parker Smith. Throw it in by Lee. They'll reset. Beckerly picks it up from Clay. Far side for Maddox. Reese turns around, forehand back in, and he'll move it through center ice. Had Carlson ahead, he goes for the change. Hangs on to it as he comes in. Change of direction once more. Still has it. Now gives it up to Callison, and that shot wide. Kind of rolled off the toe. Far side, Bildren fans on as he tried to keep it in. Now picked up at center by Bildren, right back onto the tape. Schmidt gets in the way of Tran. Able to bump him off. Now Wells brings it in, gets tripped up by Smith in front. He'll touch it. No, called action again at 8:04, and another power play coming for the Eagles here. About 8 minutes to go in the second period. Kristolovich, Fager, and Welsh out for the power play with Stevie and Alex Schmidt on the right side. Get it back to Alex. Walks the line, gets it to Stevie. Steps up top of the circle, down low for Fager. Gets it back to Jack. Over to Schmidt, top side. Alex winds up, fires. Oh, no, barely off of the blocker and out of play as Alex sent a rocket towards the net. Trainer saw it very last second, able to get his blocker on it, deflected up high. And out of play. Do it again here near side. Carlson, Callison, and McKay up there now. To get it back to John Schmidt. Back for McKay near side. Jackson steps to the circle, down low for Carlson. Tried to flip it in front for Cal. Instead deflects out to Schmidt. He'll settle it near the blue line, gets it back to McKay at the point. Steps up, gets it to Callison, tip down low for Carlson. Oh, I had Bilger streaking in, but he couldn't get the shot off. Broke his stick. Gets one from Beckerly on the bench and just not quite fast enough to intercept the play up for Magaton. Brings it in all alone against body, tries to wrap around, and Clay there to slam the door shut. Eagles get it back. Now Schmidt gets picked and looked like Rebel had his stick stuck in the skates of Schmidt. They tell him to play on. 1 second left and 0 for 2 on the power play of the Eagles as this one clears out of the zone. Had a couple of chances, haven't been able to put one away. Short power plays, not a lot of time to really press on it. And now they get that one in. Looked a little bit offside that Schmidt and Sweetman meet just in front of the bench. They try to center it up. Good play there from McKay to put the stick on it and get it out of harm's way. Now Carlson brings it up. He's got Welsh ahead and flips it in. Had to hold up. Gavin couldn't quite stop. Brings it in. That's going to be offsides on St. Louis. With 6:40 to go here in the second period. Ducks moving in ahead. Bumped off by Welsh, but Magaton somehow able to bring it into the zone. Foster intercepts down low, trying to get it up to Gavin. That one intercepted again by Bonovitz. He tried to shove it back in. Loose puck by Foster, can't clear. Now Ibanez puts one on, it's wide. But deflected away by Clay. Good play there from Beckerly. Now they're going to get Beckerly for a hold or a hook. One of the two. Official has his arm up, and now a late hit on Fostick from Lee, and they might end up getting a matching minor out of this. That was Ibanez that came in late. So they're going to take Ibanez for a late rough, and Beckerly's going to go for a hold. So Ibanez goes off for roughing, bails the Eagles out after Beckerly takes a holding minor. So 5-on-5 will continue. They'll both come out. First whistle after 5:07. Whittenberg at the draw, wins it, ties it up for O'Brien, but can't clear it away. Shot in from the point, still loose. Oh, and a quick whistle goes the way of the Eagles. They lost sight. Clay thought he had it, he didn't. It was loose in front of the pad. The official lost sight of it, and the Eagles catch a break there as the Ducks were charging in. McKay, Matthews, O'Brien, Alex Schmidt, and Whittenberg out for this one. Another false start to the dot. Now they drop it. Whittenberg wins it back for Alex. Off the glass. Ooh, takes a weird bounce and hits the edge of the glass and comes right back out into the circle. Sweetman has it shot on. That one deflects off Schmidt and goes wide. Now far side. Sweetman trying to get O'Brien to make a mistake, and Finn thought about it but held up. Shot inside. Intercepted by Matthews. Now O'Brien far side. Tried to flip it out. That one intercepted by Tran. Top side shot on. Glove save from Clay. Assuming that was Caleb Lee. Boyd's still in the box for another 30 seconds or so. I'll switch it up here. Kristolovich, Fager, Stevie, Welsh, and John Schmidt out, win the draw, pinned in the corner. Now Cristales tries to ride the rail around near side. That one takes a Ducks bounce. Cristales there to pick it up. He'll bring it out across center, leans against Magadoff, holds him up at the blue line, and ends up with an offside for the Eagles. Another face-off coming in front of the Eagles bench. 5:17 to go. Trickling away. Here in a second, lots of stops and starts. Eagles still looking for that second goal. They hold the 1-0 lead. McKay with the only goal after O'Brien was able to put a couple on. And Jackson doing his job following up, found the empty space and tipped it in. Gives the Eagles the lead. They've had it since 3:47. Now it's shot on by Cristales. Pad save. Stager tried to center it back up again. Off a stick and goes wide. Stevie gets it down low to Drew. Turns around, avoids the hit. Coming in from Calvin Rebel. Gets it out to the point. Shot on by Bilger. Off a lead. It comes right back to Bilger's stick. Gets back in down low. Finger in front trying to get Cristales in his stick. I believe that was Rebel again. Gets that one out of the way. Drew can't buy a goal right now. Flip this one the length of the ice. That'll roll all the way. That'll stop play, and they'll let everybody out of the box. So Ibanez and Beckerly both head to their respective benches. Eagles will have an offensive draw to Leo Trainer's left side. Carlson, Callison, Maddock up front, Presser, and Beckerly on the backside. Held in by Presser, good job there. And Trainer could bring it out. Oh, shot on by Callison. Save made. A big glove save from Trainer to keep it 1-0. Callie had that top corner pin, but couldn't sneak it past the big mitt. Trainer, they'll try it again. We'll do it from this side this time. Started with a good play there from Presser. Lane Trambles streaking out of the zone. Lane just flat out stole it. Now kept in by Carlson and Callison down low. Triple far side. Maddock changes directions, but not fooled as Porter sweeping, and they all tie up against the boards. Takes a little slash, let it go. That's a hand pass, but now off of Sweetman's stick. Tipped ahead by Carlson, trying to get Callie in front. Intercepted. Now McBain turns around inside his own zone. Instead of bringing it out, turns it over. Maddock has a shot. Oh, misses it wide, far side. Callie tried to get it back out to Carlson. Now we got a whistle. As the net comes off just a tad and stops play with 3:50 to go. Boston Welch and Kane back up front now with Matthews and Alex Schmidt on the backside. He comes back to Alex, steps up top of the circle, shot on wide to the left side. Bonovitz gets it up to Ibanez, but they can't clear. Held in by Matthews. Now battle top of the circle, kept in by Matthews down low, but they get it back. Lee gets his pocket picked by Fossick. Now Kane in front, puts on the brakes, tips it ahead. Fossick reaches up, tries to get it. Now still loose in the circle, and Kane able to get it back to Matthews. Settles down to bounce, and Buck throws it low for Gavin Welch. Off the boards for Fossick. Now check from behind by Ibanez. He'll take a 2 and 10 on that one, I believe. .3:14 to go in the second period, and the Eagles go back on the power play. They're just going to give him a rough instead of the misconduct. That was a definite check from behind. Instead, just a 1-minute power play coming for the Eagles. Let's see if they can do it again. Also, put the penalty on the right side this time. So that's something. Oh, the Eagles win the draw, but they turn it over at the point. Here they come in 2-on-1. Magazoff gets it to Tran in the middle. Shot on off the pad of Clay and goes wide. They come back the other way. This one off and Tran into the zone past McKay. Can't reach it. Callison steps up from the boards, trying to keep it in. McKay near side. Drops it back for Schmidt. They reset. John steps up. Comes back. Shot on by Callison. Another save made. 2 quick shots turned away by Trainer. Now this one the length. And it'll be an icing on Anaheim. So 25 seconds left on the power play. Banyas the second of the day. Kristalovich figured Welsh up front. They win it over to Gavin. Back to Schmidt on the point. Gets it to Stevie near side. Back down low for Fager. He kind of tripped up a little bit, able to recover. Gets it back to Stevie. To Schmidt. Pass cross ice for Welsh. Sets up. Certain shot on. Pad save. Rebound comes out. Kristalovich couldn't pull the trigger. Now this one cleared away off of the stick of Schmidt. He'll have to retreat all the way to his own end. Penalty over. 0 for 3. And now Stevie had that one go off the stick to the middle of the ice. They can't clear. Rebel keeps it in. Bouncing puck. Welsh settles it down with a high stick and let it go. Schmidt brings it out to try to buy some time. Gets it across ice for Welsh. He'll throw it in. Try to anyway. It goes off the body of Smith. Stays top of the zone. Now tipped in by Kristalovich as Welsh has jumped off the ice and no offsides. Flip back into the zone. Eagles will complete the chain. Whittenburg will streak in off the bench. Try to keep this one in. Almost gets there. Now tipped ahead by Matthews. No one there far side. They'll settle it. Smith throws it back out the center. McBain taps it down. As they go to move it in, they're one short. Still one short as the Eagles bring it in. Now they even things up. McKay near side. Comes back. Tried to put it back in along the blue line. Went off of Ibanez. Came out. O'Brien. And Sweetman battle. The Sweetman comes away with it. Throws it on. Glove save there for Clay. He'll hang on to stop the clock at 1:15. Ducks record their 10th shot of the day. Eagles out shooting them 8-6 in the period, 17-10 on the game. Got a feeling you're going to need that second goal. Really feel comfortable in this one. They pretty outplayed the Ducks for the most part. Made a couple mistakes. The Trainers come up with a couple of huge saves. The Eagles look like they may just need one to kind of break the spirit down and maybe get a couple quick ones here at the end of the second or into the third and put this one away. Ducks wrapping her off the board near side. Turned over in the zone by Lee, but he gets it right back. Sweetman now moves it ahead through Beckerly, comes in far side. It's going to go too low. He's got Richard Tobin in front, can't hit him too much, and now Carlson able to squeak through, comes in alone near side. One to beat his Bird. Tried to hack at him, can't get the shot off the side of the net. The Ducks trying to break back out. Presser will hold it back in as it flips up high into the netting, and now will stop it with 30 seconds in the first to go, or excuse me, in the second. One by the Eagles, back to Schmidt. In for Fager, and Kristalovich and Stevie back on. The last 30 seconds of the shift. And the period. Tran picks up the loose puck far side, moves it on, builds it. Same. Forced him out as he blows a tire, but Tran already turned around. Shot in front, bouncing puck, knocked away by Schmidt. He kicked it down, but couldn't find it. Found it the last second, prevents Magazov from putting one on. 5 seconds to go, just like the end of the first. Madness in front of the Eagles, netting around it. Kristalovich able to get it back and avoids anything else as we go to the third period. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. Once again, the only game of the day for the Eagles right here. We'll be right back here in Bellevue, back at it tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. puck drop against the Arvada Bears over in the junior rink. Nevada, just outside of Denver, Colorado. They fell earlier to the Carolina Junior Canes 4-1, who the Eagles will play tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. right back here in the Terry Crisp. Still another period to play here in this one. And by no means over yet as they hold a 1-0 lead on McKay's first period goal. 12 more on the clock, ready for the third period. Play back in net. They'll put out O'Brien, Wittenberg, and McKay to start the third with John Schmidt and Samuel Bilger on the backside. Banez, McBain, Rebel, Lee, and Burr out to start the third for Anaheim. Eagles win the draw, but they drop it past Schmidt all the way down behind Clay. Flip it up and out. O'Brien settles it on the stick near board. Now puts it off Rebel skate. Settles on the blue line. Lee holds it in. Bilger off the boards, trying to get it back up to O'Brien near his side. Now Finn able to break it through Rebel and flicks it up to McKay. Gets it back to Bonovitz, tips it on, and Trainer will cover it to stop play. 27 seconds in. Kane and Welch place the front line. Alex Schmidt and Matthews on the backside. Win the draw and hold it in. Foster will flip off his stick. Welch settles it but can't find the handle, and Banez will bring it out of the zone, trying to split the defense. Picked off, and that'll be offside. The puck flipped up before they could enter the zone. Banez comes in 2 man of the puck. Back to the dot against Banez. One over to Smith, and he can't move it ahead. Good job from Kane to get in the way of that. Flips it out to the Ducks end, far side. Brought in, but the Eagles there to recover. Schmidt tried to clear it. Now they dump Caden Kane. The line. Is he able to clear it? Welsh has it in the zone. Gets it up for Fossick. Off the bouncing. Walking off a body, now Matthews dumps it down low past everyone. Welch trying to hold it in. We're going to get a call here. Against the Eagles, so first power play of the day for the Ducks as Fossick is going to go to the box for a minute for roughing. So second penalty of the day for the Eagles, but the first time that the Ducks will have man advantage. Again, just 1 minute power plays here. 10:43 and the Eagles can kill it off, maybe get a shorty. Here comes Fager down the near side. Bonovitz try to push him off, hooks him up, trips him up, they let it go. Fager just holding in the zone, only 45 seconds left on the kill. Stevie presses in, trying to hold him in. Presser and Beckerly on the backside. They intercept it again at center, throw it back in. Smith trying to clear far side, does. Now Rebel held up at center as Presser gets into him, tips it back for Beckerly. Up for Stevie, because Sweetman has to hold up. Rebel in the zone. Now far side, Fager intercepts at the top, backhands it out to Smith. Moves it ahead for Tobin to Sweetman. Back to Tobin, that's offside. That's so offside that nobody saw it. Rebel trying to shoot it on that one off a stick, goes wide. 7 seconds left on the power play for the Ducks as that shot comes to the near side. Now Smith throws one in. Clay able to make the save off the chest and cover it up in front. penalty to Fosdick expires just before the whistle, and back to 5-on-5 hockey. Both teams over on power play here today. Eagles have had 3 shots at it. Now with the Ducks first. Carlson, Callison, Bilger, John Schmidt, and Maddock out as the Ducks win the draw. Bilger has it in the corner. Get some help there from Maddock. He's double team there. Now gets some more help from Carlson, trying to peel it away. Down low, up to the near boards. McBain holds it into Bilger. Gets a piece of it and then puts McBain into the glass. From the point, Tran throws it back in, down low. Schmidt there to pick it up off the far boards. Callison up for Carlson. Mason's got one to beat, and that's Jackson Tran. Puts it through his leg. Tran interferes, no call. Trainer able to swat it away, but Schmidt holds it in on the point. In front, intended for Mag. That one broken up. Reese can't get through the stick of Magazov. They would call the hook on that. Might have seen Coach Anderson come unglued on the bench after that obvious interference in front. It's Callison. Mason Carlson was coming in trying to score. Back to their own end. John Schmidt gets it up to Maddock. Reese off the board, the head, intended for Callison. He was coming on to change. Carlson chases it in, but can't hold it. Now they get it out to Lee, brings it in near side. Matthews puts it down. We're going to get a call there on Nolan Matthews. They're going to give him a rough. And that's a big kid versus little kid penalty right there. 8:27. The Eagles take their second penalty in as many minutes. Still out shooting the Ducks 19-11, but now their second power play. Eagles have to fight off another as Lee and Beckerly get tied up down low. Lee loses his stick. He was able to recover it, get it up to Fager. Gets high stick and hook, and let that go. Gets it past to Cine. Comes in and kipped it in the circle. Shot on, pad save. No one there to follow up as Stevie got taken out far side by Smith, and here come the Ducks the other way. Rebel comes in. Ahead of Lee, just barely able to hold it in. Sony has it near side, flips it past Lee as he blows a tire. He can just settle it. Beckerly, tried to put it on the boards, but fanned on it. Sweetman comes in to pick up the loose puck down low. The pressure comes in to help out. Flip far side. 20 seconds left on the power play for the Ducks. He tips it over Monovitz's stick and out of the zone. To Sony. Settles it at center, brings it back in near side. Trying to center it up. Wittenberg gets a stick in the way and gets hooked up, trying to knock it away from Sweetman. Now this one's shot in front off the sticker's play. Comes far side harmlessly. McHale bring it out. Gets it up for Wittenberg. Trying to hit him short-handed chance. Matthews out of the box. Elliott will drop it, but the team was changing. No one was there. O'Brien late to the party. Swipes at Tobin's stick, but can't keep it in. Far side, Sweetman gets it picked off by Bilger. Moves it ahead from McKay. Into the zone, but intercepted there by Burr. He flips it out and away. Neutral zone. Bilger throws it in as the Eagles clear the zone. Smith with it down low. Wittenberg far side intercepts, tried to center it up through some bodies. Now O'Brien gets it back, flips it in down low. Wittenberg with a good stick against Smith, able to steal it back. Tried to center it up again, nobody there. McKinley high in the slot and a half second too late. Ducks take it, bring it out of the zone, flip it in. As they gain center ice, Schmidt up to O'Brien. Instead of giving it up to Wittenberg, flips it cross ice for McKay. Jackson flips it in for Wittenberg. He puts the stick out, settles it down. He and Burr battle back behind their own net. Wittenberg puts a body in, and O'Brien able to steal it away. Gets it back out top of the zone. Schmidt, top of the circle, shot on. That one off of Welsh. He goes far side. Bilger throws it back in down low. Welsh, that one hurt his knee more than he initially let on. I think he got him on the side. Took him a second to recover there. Now he clears out as Schmidt brings it back in. Skates along the blue line. Ooh, nifty move once and twice. Top side of the zone. We'll throw it to the corner far side. 6 minutes to go in the game. Eagles clinging to a 1-0 lead. They've had it since 3:47 of the first. Schmidt near side, trying to push it down low past McBain. Does it on the second attempt and intercepted down low by Rebel. Now Welsh able to put a body on it. Near side, McBain off the boards and out to center. Wrapped up by Tran and Bilger. They get it centered up. And now we're going to get another call here. This one's going to be on Welsh. They're going to get him for a hold in a circle. And all of a sudden now in the third. Additional calls being made, and the Eagles back to the kill once more. 5:30 to go. Cleared out by Schmidt. That'll trickle, and will be an icing call. We'll do it again from the near side. Allison, Presser, Carlson, and Big Alex Schmidt out for the kill. By the Eagles. Schmidt holds it in the circle. Excuse me, in the corner. Oh, tried to kill it, then shot it off of the referee. Callison, he'll get a couple pieces of it, and it'll trickle out to the near side. Sweetman turns around, almost turns it over to Crowley. Said they move it ahead. Magazine brings it in, high slot, pushed away there by Schmidt. Now shot on side of the net, pushed away by Clay. Dumped again near side. Callison going to try to hit Mason. Mason's going to come in again. Bonovitz able to catch up, uses a long reach to poke it out of the way, but Carlson will dump it down low. Sweetman drops it for Bonovitz. He'll turn around and come back out once more. Up to Magnusov. 10 seconds left on the power play. Schmidt gets into him. Magnusov able to keep it. Now this one reflects off Presser and on, but play there to make the save. Lane dumps it back to Schmidt near side. Has that one kind of roll up and off, and Stevie comes back for it, trying to clear it away. Over Linus' head. Bird able to hold it in on the point. And now we're going to get a call as this one going to be a high stick on Magnusov, so this should come out. Like I say, just came up and out of the zone. I thought his hands called. I didn't know what it was called. Penalty over, so. Eagles still good on the kill, back to 5-on-5 in front. Oh, big save there. As Howie lost his stick, Beckley laying in front of him, might be on, and he is. Somehow able to come in and cover it up again. Howie keeps the Ducks off the board and a 1-0 lead for St. Louis. Kostalovich there. In the back of the bind is the first one to it. Down low. Get tied up. Centering pass through Bindas all the way back, top of the circle. So Sony throws it back in for Anaheim. Bilger comes in, takes a weird angle of the Bindas and ends up getting reversed. Comes back for it, pushes them off, able to get in the way of that, but they trickle it out back to Burr near side onto the point. Cleared away by Stevie. Krasavich will chase this Sony, and then Stevie there and intercepted at the point. Gets his pocket picked there by Ibanez, and back the other way comes Anaheim, near side. Hooked up, taken down, no call. Now Stevie and him still battling in the point. They can't clear. Now Stevie able to get it. As Fager was trying to clear it against Trant. They move it back ahead, far side. Schmidt gets a piece, and Stevie clears it. Past Bonovitz. 3:25 to go in the third. Get it ahead, catch the Eagles, change it. Dump near side, Trant shot. Ooh, that one just missed over the blocker. Near side. Eagles need to get control of this once again. Schmidt down low to Presser. Try to flip it up ahead, gives it right back to Magnusov, top of the zone. Bumped off by Krasavich. Now Maddock has it roll off of his stick, stays in the zone. Krasavich tips it back to center, able to bring it right back in. Schmidt, Krasavich there, drop back from Callison. Up for Maddock. Reese. Cross center needs to carry it in. Does. On his backhand far side. Bonovitz leans on it. Double team taken down. Carlson comes in. Misses. Has it in the corner. Trying to get it to Mason. He bans on the shot. As he was standing there in front of Ronan White. Moving ahead again. Lee comes in the slot. Presser and Beckley force him to the far corner. 2:30 to go. Shot on by Sweetman wide through the crease to the near side. Rubble picks it up, trying to center it up. Maddock gets a piece, but Sweetman holds it in on the boards. Takes it to the slot. Bumped off by Stevie. Callison trying to clear. Now they do. Back to the Ducks end. They're going to try to pull one off. We got a whistle now and a call coming. this one. Going to be on Rebel, as they're going to give him an elbowing call, looks like. So Calvin Rebel goes to the box for Anaheim. 2:08 to go. Eagles will send out Carlson, Callison, McKay, John Schmidt, and Samuel Bilger for the power play. See, they got to put this one away here. Drop one back to Schmidt. Skates top side, gets it to McKay. Sets up, gets it to Callison in the middle, but he can't handle it. They tip it back out, trying to get it to Schmidt, and it comes out of the zone once again. Ibanez brings it in, but McBain standing in the zone looking at him as he does so. Be offsides on Anaheim with 1:43 to go. Not the cleanest game for the Eagles, and they'll have to clean it up before tomorrow. Carlson back to the dot once more. Wins it back for Schmidt. Cross for McKay. Jackson, own goal today, gives it up. Jack Callison. Ooh, tried to feed Mason in front, too far. To the corner. Bilger can't handle in the circle. They steal away and they clear it out near side over the stick of Schmidt. 1:30 to play. John picks it up as it settles in the zone. They tip it ahead. Now it's running off a duck stick. Carlson will chase Bonovitz down low as he dumps it near side. Bilger steps up along the boards, tips it back in as Carlson was following him out. Goes back to get it. Centered up. Oh, too far from McKay. Now steps up as Schmidt gets caught pinching, but Bilger able to get back and intercept it a little bit. Schmidt wraps around, knocks it forward as we approach 1 minute to play. Eagles controlling their own end. Bilger across the blue line, throws it out. Many on the ice, but only 3 touching, so there we go. Schmidt down low, gets it up for Kristolovich. It's still not pulled Trainer. Drew picked up his head to see where Kipton was and lost the puck. Kipton chases it to the far corner, turns around, takes the hit. Now this one knocked out of the zone, tipped off at Kristalovich's stick, but Schmidt races in against Rebel. Follows him down low. 35 to go. Up high, out of the zone to center. Seabee coming in behind Telsoni and trying to surprise him there. They get confused at center. Poked ahead there by Figger. Can move it ahead. Bonovitz comes in. This one thrown back away by Stevie. It was offside. They let it go as Jack able to clear it down. 15 seconds. One last shot coming up right here for Anaheim. As they change it up, trying to get it to Rebel near side. That one behind him. Cleared away there by Matthews. This is going to be icing with about 5 seconds exactly to go. So an offensive zone face-off coming for Anaheim. He's shocked that they don't pull Trainer off right here and put the 6th skater out. I'm surprised he's still in that, to be honest with you. Eagles haven't had a shot on goal here in quite a while. 5 seconds left and still goalie in the net. Interesting. Pasta get the dot, wins the draw from Bilger. He'll flip it off the glass and trickles past White. That'll do it. Eagles escape this one with a 1-0 shutout against Anaheim. The open play here in Nashville. Lone goal of the day coming from Jackson McKay. Way back in the first period at 3:47 from Finn O'Brien. Not much offense there in the third period. Only 2 shots for the Eagles, 3 for the Ducks. As Howie Clay saves all 13 he faces. Leo Trainer saves 19 of 20. Eagles go off on the right foot. Win game 1 here. They'll have game 2 tomorrow, right back here at Fordyce Center, Bellevue. 2:30 p.m. puck drop against Arvada, and then again tomorrow night, 7:45 against the Carolina Junior Canes. Once more, Eagles get the shutout and a win, 1-0 against Anaheim to open things here in Nashville. Until then, everybody enjoy the rest of your Friday and the Friday evening. Stay warm, everyone. It's toasty down here. We'll see you all back here tomorrow afternoon. Until then, everybody, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.